Hello. Hello.
Hello. Sir, is my voice audible?
Hi Srinivas, good morning.
Hello, Subhendu.
Yeah, hi, good morning Srinivas.
Good morning, Subhendu.
Yeah. Can I give him the presenter access so that I can record the session?
Okay. Venkat, you are there? Hello, Venkat.
Sir, I hope you are not able to hear my voice.
Can you? No, I can hear. You have to give presenters access to. So he wants to record it. How should we do that? There is a lot of disturbance. Hello.
Yeah, Srinivas.
No, Venkat.
No, he's showing offline.
No, I'm in online. Hello.
No, he came online now.
Venkat, he wants to. How Subhendu should record it?
No, I recorded, sir.
Okay. So is it fine, Subhendu?
Yeah, it's fine for no problem. Yeah. So your system is hello, Venkat.
Yeah.
Venkat, your system is fine now?
Yeah, today is fine. Hello.
Hello? Yeah, there is some issue with the system, right? You are not able to record the session, right? Okay. Yeah, we can continue, Srinivas. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes. Are you
Yeah,
able to
we can.
listen me?
Yeah, I'm able to find it completely. I'm able to hear you.
Okay, so do you have any questions from previous class?
No, Srinivas. I are completely clear to those things. Data flow in the info queue, those things.
So one thing I wanted to ask, since you are already working on support, right? VW support only you are working currently?
Not BW support. It's like different model support. Sometimes basis, sometimes security. I told, right? It's not completely
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very good actually. You can pay attention to that one, basis and GRC, whatever you are doing actually. It's very good for your CV. So basis thing, GRC, you have all the roles and authorizations in production, right, to do that?
Yeah, production system, development system, integration, everything.
Yeah. So better you can also learn those whatever you are doing. I don't know all those GRC and all, but you can put that in the CV. And after you put all that along with BW and all and
But there's
BO, then it will be a very good CV actually.
yeah, but the restriction is that I know a little bit, like a 25-30% of GRC, not completely, because they're not
Yeah, then
allowing.
explore it. Explore it in Google. Everything is there in internet. Everything is there. You explore, but yeah, don't you can't do all those practice all those things. Try to get any
Mhm.
sandbox system from of your company. Okay, try to access that. Get access and whatever you are doing in and you practice all. GRC is a very good module actually. If you know all those things, it's very good.
Mhm. Okay.
Very few
But
people know all
whatever
those things actually.
experience I'll show Srinivas that I should include this GRCs also in that.
Yeah, you can write just I have a working knowledge on all these things. You can tell that.
No, okay. In the basis part, I used to schedule like jobs and job run those things.
Yeah, that will be anyhow. It will be covered here also because when I will teach support thing, I will show all those things.
Okay, okay.
But you might be doing more. What you do in basis actually there?
That's admin part, like some like remotely I need to install SAP going in the end users laptop, those things, and little
You
bit
should
config.
mention all these things.
Okay, okay. Mhm.
Yeah. Don't remove anything. You should mention each and everything actually. But yes, you should highlight since you want to work in SAP BW development and implementation. You should highlight that first,
And sometimes
and
also
later
I
on.
used to do that vendor management, SCM is then a supply chain management.
Okay.
Those
Don't put
POs
all
when
these
you
things in the beginning. Then they will be confused that whether you, which consultant you are actually. So put yeah. You
no,
should
I'll
put all
highlight
these
this
things.
BW HANA these things completely and little bit of this
Mhm.
GRC those I'll put it.
Yeah.
I'll show them when I was in bench. I was used to work in this, not a specific model. I used to work in some this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. So coming after that star schema thing,
Mhm.
so we have, so you understood that, okay, you had that dimension tables, okay, the material number, material dimension, all those things fine. And you know what is, so can you tell me what is that extended master data now?
So exactly definition you want or what extended master data. So
No, sorry, not extended star schema.
extended star
We learned
schema is
star,
a,
yeah,
first of all star schema is a structure where a fact table is surrounded by the dimension table.
right.
And after that, each of and one dimension table is having other master data which is related to that. Suppose if a material ID is there, then material
Mm-hmm.
number, material name. So that will having more attributes or will be there. So
Mm-hmm.
that is called as
Mm-hmm.
what is that master data things.
Master data. So this
Yeah.
dimension table, see fact table surrounded by dimension tables is
Mm-hmm.
your star schema.
Okay.
Dimension tables are further connected to respective master data if it is there, right?
Hmm. Yes.
Dimension tables are further connected to master data for each of the characteristic in the dimension tables.
Okay.
Material ID is there, let's say, and then in dimension table, what else you can have? Material dimension, what else you can have? You can also have something called material group.
Okay.
Okay. So material group can be having its own master data. Material ID will be having its own master data. If
Mhm.
possible, I am saying not necessarily, but if possible. So
Okay.
this dimension table will be connected to two master data tables. One
Okay.
related to material ID, another related to material group.
Material group.
And this master data comprises of what? Attributes, texts, and hierarchies. Remember that.
Mhm.
It can have any of these three or all of these three.
Okay.
That we will see all these things. Okay. So further connected to master data wherever it is possible. But how are these connected? The question is now that we are going to study today. How are these connected is via SID tables.
System ID.
Not system IDs, surrogate IDs.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
surrogate
we
ID.
call it
Okay.
as surrogate IDs. They are nothing
Mhm.
but integers. They are nothing but integers. So why the
Mhm.
surrogate IDs are required in between is you cannot refer to the master data table directly.
Okay.
In between surrogate IDs are launched. So as soon as you create master data tables are filled, system generates an SID table. Going forward, we are going to call SID table. System generates SID tables corresponding to each master data.
Okay.
Let's say customer name is there A, B, C, D, E, F, X, Y, Z. System does not want to refer to these key fields as A, B, C, D, E, F and connect to dimension tables. Instead, it will generate a surrogate ID. For A, B, C, it will be 1. For D, E, F, it's 2. For X, Y, Z, it is 3. Because it
Mm.
is always better to link via integers because it speeds up the whole purpose.
Okay.
If you refer it using any characteristic values or any alphanumeric values, it is very slow.
Mm-hmm.
It is a proven thing, not only in
Okay.
BW, everywhere. If it is
Mm.
integers, the link is very fast.
Okay.
And that is the reason the surrogate IDs, this come into picture. So
Okay.
it's not directly connected. It is, so when you say what is an extended star schema, in the interview, you have to say extended star schema is a star schema where dimension tables are connected further to master data tables via SID tables. This is the complete statement.
Via SID.
Via SID tables.
Okay, the dimension table will get connected to the master data, these things, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you open that diagram, you will see that. Do you have that? If you open that diagram, you will see that.
Yes, yes, I have. I have.
I can show you. Not an issue.
Mm. Yeah, outside of that, what is that square or something is an outside of that, this
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
hierarchy attribute is there. Those are. So last class Srinivas we did InfoQ data flow, right? That is over, right? There is nothing in that. We'll see in the system now.
InfoQ?
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Last
We'll
class
we'll
we
see the
spoke about
system
the
now.
data
Yeah,
flow,
yeah.
how the data going
Right,
through
right,
place
right. Right, right,
info
right.
package, those things, right?
Right. So are you able to see this diagram?
Yes, yes, I'm able to see. So there is a Guru 99, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know this site, right?
Yeah, yeah, I know this one. This one is there. One more is there.
So this is, yeah, there are many actually. Now BWC, nothing is hidden. Everything is on the net. BW.
Okay.
Simply we need to study. So see, this is star schema. What I have told you. Fact table surrounded by dimension tables. In this diagram, you see this diagram
Mm-hmm.
and let me know if you have any doubt here.
No, see, this is
Anywhere
a
that you are
period
not
fact
understanding.
table, and after fact table in the material ID, this customer ID, customer name, these are the entities are there. Customer name, city, region. Sorry, these are the dimension tables, and in the middle, this is the fact table, and these are the surrounded by the fact table. This is the star schema.
Mm-hmm.
After that,
Mm-hmm.
from this material dimension table, one master data will be there, like material name, material
So
group
that's
is there.
okay. In this, okay,
Okay.
yeah. That we will go see next actually. So, but this
Mm.
diagram is clear, right? So in the fact
Yes.
table, can you explain me why these are there? Material ID, customer ID, and day ID. Facts will be there in the fact table, sales and quantity. Fact table
Because these
contains
are the
your
diamond table,
measures
it is
or, yeah, tell
because
me.
whatever the customer ID, material ID, and this ID is there. by using that only we'll get the sales quantity, right? So from this fact we are getting by using this dimensions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the link is for what? So that so this in the fact table material ID, customer ID, and day ID is there. That helps us to link with the
Fact these things.
dimension tables.
Okay. Okay.
That helps us to link the fact table with the dimension tables.
Mm-hmm.
So these are foreign key here, right?
Okay, those are primary. Yeah, correct. Mm-hmm.
Foreign key. But in their
Mm-hmm.
respective dimension tables, they are primary
Primary key.
keys. So as soon as you make an entry here and link it,
Mm-hmm.
it behaves like a star schema. Okay, now we go to extended star schema. Okay, okay. So this is extended star schema.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See this diagram now. Take time to understand this. Any doubts here?
Now, the thing is that
Very
here,
important. Very
yeah,
important.
in the center fact table is there, and this one is surrounded by these four dimension tables, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
After that, this
Mm-hmm.
dimension table is connected to through surrogate ID through a master data
Mm-hmm.
of that, like dimension table, like master,
Mm-hmm.
text, and hierarchy. For these four blocks,
Mm-hmm.
these are the master data connected to the surrogate. So there is a link between this
So you
dimension table.
you 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 just remember surrogate
Mhm.
ID, full form of SID, but going forward, let's only say SID table, SID table, but you should remember the name. So no need to say surrogate ID, surrogate keys or all this. Simply you have to say SID table.
Yeah, so here these five dimension tables are there, and five dimension tables are connected to fact table. So, and once again, one more time, this five, what is that exactly? Dimension table is connected to through SID by the master
Mm-hmm.
data of that dimension table,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
master
Mm-hmm.
dates, hierarchies. Yeah, so this is completely showing a structure of a extended star schema.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You understood, right? And
Yes, yes.
what a master data comprises? It comprises of attributes. The
Mm-hmm.
first box is attributes, then text, then
Hierarchy.
hierarchies.
Mm-hmm.
The attribute table holds the attribute of the master data. SID table creates the unique SID for every master data records.
Okay.
Dimension table creates the dimension ID for every unique combination of SID. Fine, dimension table creates the dimension ID. So text table holds a description of master data. Fact table contains unique combination of dimension ID and key figures.
Yes.
This is okay. This is for your information. Max 233 key figures can accommodate in one fact table.
Okay.
And
And
in a dimension table,
248 characters.
248 characteristics can be accommodated.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes the business and the requirement very vast. This is a more clear explanation of that because we are going into the system now. Then we should understand all these things very clearly.
Okay.
So yeah, make sure you go through this link and save this diagram somewhere. for your ready, or you can take a print of this and stick somewhere on your room or wallpaper, somewhere on the wall.
Okay.
Okay. The same thing, they are explaining it more clearly now.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, you have material dimension, you have customer dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Sales and quantity is also there in fact tables, fine. But are you seeing an extra dimensions here other
Extra
than
dimension,
material and customer? Other than material and customer,
unit time is a unit dimension, time dimension,
there are three extra dimensions.
data package dimension.
Number one, data packet dimension. Second is
And
time dimension. Third is unit dimension. These three are added by the system
okay.
by default. Make
Mm-hmm.
sure you remember this. These three are added by default by the system.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot remove it.
Okay.
So in an info cube, very important, you can have only 16 dimensions
Maximum.
maximum.
Okay.
Inside the dimension 248 characteristics, fine. But you can only have 16 dimensions, not more than that. Out of
Mm.
those 16, 3 has already been added by the system. What are they?
Data package dimension, time dimension, unit dimension.
Yes. What are they? I will let you know. So you are
Okay.
left with only 13. So a user can add only 13 dimensions of his own.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yes,
You can
yes.
only have 13 dimensions of your own. And
Okay.
altogether it will be in total 16 dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
The data packet dimension will hold its own objects. You cannot add anything to it, remember.
Okay.
What are those? Request ID, and we will see record number, all those things we will see. By default
Mm-hmm.
it gets added. You don't need to do anything.
Okay.
Time dimension, although the dimension table gets created by the system,
Mm-hmm.
it's up to you what you want to add in the time. You want to add calendar day, calendar month. You know all these things, right? Calendar day, calendar month.
Yes, yes, yes.
Might have, these are all in, I will come to info objects.
Mm-hmm.
You can add based on what you want to report on and how do you want to and what aggregation levels you want to report on or what detailed level you want to report. I want to report on monthly basis, you add calendar month. You want to report on a daily basis, you add here. You want to add report on a fiscal year basis, add fiscal year info object.
So
Unit
these things,
dimension, yeah,
yeah, data package, time, unit dimension, we can't remove it, but we can add our own data, right?
not in data packet dimension, only in
Time
time
dimension, unit.
dimension, only in time dimension, not even in
Only
unit
time.
dimension. Unit
Okay.
dimension, it will add automatically based on whatever units you are choosing.
So see in the unit dimension, it's showing SID currency, right? Currency may be in dollar or rupees. We can't change it. That one.
No, that those are the values. Those are
Okay.
not the objects. Those are values. Currency
Mm.
is a field. It might be having values like dollar and all whatever. Those are values. We are not adding values here. We are mapping the fields here. Remember, not the
Yes.
values. Don't get
Mm-hmm.
confused. Those are values.
Mm-hmm.
Employee name is Subendu and the table field name is employee. So you will add link Subendu to the fact table. No, na.
No. Mm.
You link employee field to the fact table.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So only thing is that you can add extra fields in time dimension, but nothing in data packet or unit. Unit dimension takes whatever objects you are using, and if it has any currency associated with it, it will add.
Okay.
Data packet dimensions, by default, it will be having few objects, which I will show you.
What is that? Queue objects.
Few objects, few objects of its
Okay.
own.
Mhm.
Clear, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Understand you.
Srinivas, I have a doubt little bit here. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here, what you are saying is, show me the diagram. Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
This fact table is connected to a dimension table, right? Again, the
Right.
dimension table is connected to master data, right? So
Right.
suppose, so these are connected to through the SID, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this dimension table or master data, what is connected is SID. So suppose from that master
Mm-hmm.
ID, one more this thing is comes out, like again one what is that exactly? Again one master data.
Yes,
Again
it
that will
can
be
go
connected
on,
to
go on.
SID.
It can go on.
Okay, okay.
Not an issue. It will be.
So
It might
suppose
have
all are
its. Good
connected to
question.
SID.
It might be having its. Yes, it will be through SIDs only.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's close this now. Return back to the system now. So the basic T code, transaction code here in BW is RSA1, where you do all the modeling.
Mhm.
Let me keep this as a favorite T code, so you can add this insert transaction here, RSA1.
DW workbench.
Okay. Now whatever objects we saw in dimension or your master data, material ID, customer and all, these are all what actually at the atomic level. These are the simplest objects, fine. These are in the form of an object called info object. I think you might have heard all these things already working, right?
Yes, info.
These are all what? Info objects. This you know?
Not clear. Yeah, I heard these things.
Okay. Everything is an info object. All the columns of the table, all the
Mm-hmm.
fields, these are all currency, time, zero currency, and all these things are info object.
Okay.
There has to be some name. You create a table, you create a columns in that. So in BW, all these things are info objects.
Okay.
It's not a field, it's simply like a variable in Oracle that you created it and all.
Variable.
It's an info, everything is an info object here. You have to create info objects. Info object creation, it takes some time, each info object. So you have to, there is no other option. If your project demands 500 info objects, you have to sit and create 500 info objects.
Okay.
There is no other way. You have to do that. The
Mm-hmm.
groundwork has to be done. And to complete this groundwork, you have to create first the info objects. Before you create any DSO or ODS or DSO or InfoCube, you have to make sure that all info objects are in place.
Mm-hmm.
Your designing is complete, fine. After that, what comes? Implementation.
Okay.
During implementation, you will sit and do all these things. It's not directly you started creating InfoCube. It's not that easy.
Mm-hmm.
I created InfoCube, loaded the data, report done, everything over. No, you have to create info objects. For that, you have to search in the system what is already available for me. Has someone created this object earlier with this name? you have to check with that guy because it's difficult to search actually. If you think that it is there and it can be reused, these are all reusable objects. If you think it can be reused, use it. If not, create your own.
Okay.
So when you create your object, you can create, it is recommended. It's not that you can only create with Z and all. It's recommended that you should create with Z or Y naming convention. I will tell you. Again, just listen. Okay. So in the system, we will do all these things now. Don't worry. Listening is important now. Now, there are some objects which has been created by SAP for us, delivered by SAP to us. I mean the info objects only. There are some SAP delivered info objects. These start with 0, 0 cal day, 0 cal month. Those are system defined info objects. You should not mess with that. You might be having change authorization, but you should not do that. Else you will be caught. Unnecessarily you will be in trouble. If you think they are good for your purpose, use it. If your project manager or lead says, no, don't use that, let's have our own, you create your own. If he thinks that use mix of both, you go ahead with that.
Those are starts with 0, right?
0, yeah.
Okay.
So make sure you discuss all these things. Without discussion, don't do anything by your own.
Okay.
Okay. Just have a discussion, have a word with everyone. For this, okay, for this info cube or for this star schema to represent this star schema in the form of an info cube, I am behaving like this. So you have to prepare a technical specification based on your functional design specifications that you got it from your functional consultant who interacted with the business. Okay, end user. You have to go through your functional design document, prepare a technical design document, TDS or technical specifications. It is very important. Without you creating that document in a project, you should not start building. Otherwise, you will end up creating any zigzag objects. In that document, of course, we are not going to create all these things now. In this document, it should be very clear that this has been created by Subhendu on this particular day. The purpose of this document is so and so. Cover. Next sheet in the Excel sheet, the name of the info cube is so, the description is so. This info cube will be having these many dimension tables. The name of these dimension tables is so and so. In dimension 1, I will be putting these characteristics. These characteristics will be having the names info object so and so, info object so and so. This info object will be having master data or not, you have to decide at that time. See how detailed. If you don't plan all these things, your design is screwed. If your design is screwed, maintenance will be high. As simple as that. Now you are in implementation, you have started. It might be, you can call it as a design also, not an issue. You can call it as a design also. You are doing everything on paper only till now. The moment you start doing on the system, it will be implementation. So your design is, imagine how much time it takes. How much time it takes. Let's say you have 13 dimensions and each dimension is having at least even 50 characteristics. Or let's say 10 characters, 50, generally you don't have this much, 10, 10, 10. So 130 characteristics, 13 to 10. All these might be, some might be having master data and all those things. So, okay, and then you also have a special section called key figures, measures. So you have to think on all those things. You cannot directly go and create it. You have to search it. This object is there in the system? No. You have to know. 8 hours is not sufficient for this. 1 day is not sufficient. It might take a week. for creating one info cube. If it is a very complex info cube, if it is very simple, fine. It might take 2 days. I'm talking about real time.
Okay.
You have to plan everything. So imagine how much time the design is taking. And I told you design is the longest step. Design is the longest step. One of the lengthiest step. You have to complete it. If you escape, your implementation is screwed. If your implementation is screwed, maintenance is high. Take that car example. If you did not do any homework, you purchased any XYZ car, you are struggling with that car. Always going to the service center. Always going to the service center. Lifelong it will be a problem. The only option is sell that car. Go with a new car. That means go with a new implementation. So everything has to be planned. It might solve the problem at that particular time if you don't plan it. But later on you will be definitely. So if you purchase the new car, initially 1 year you will not be having any troubles. You might be enjoying. After 1 year or 2 year, if you have planned some XYZ car, some shit car, after 1 year it will start giving the problems. Because you did not do any homework. So here in the design phase, you have to decide what characteristics, what info objects that I have to create, whether standard ones can be used or not. Or if someone has already created that, can I use that or not?
Okay.
Okay. Once that is done, you are in the system. So in our case, what we are going to do now, we will study a small scenario, employee table. Okay. We will create an info cube with employee table as our base. We will take a very, very small case. What are the fields that my info cube can have? Now we will decide. Okay, let's say employee. And this employee can have master data as, see, to decide this only it is taking now time. So imagine real time how much time it takes. Let this employee will be having master. Okay, first decide on the main columns. Employee, then organization. Okay. Then you tell me some good columns of this employee table.
Department.
Employee name. Okay, employee name.
That I will put it in the attribute. I will tell you. We will have that. Don't worry. That I will put it in the attribute.
Employee department.
Employee name. Okay, one thing you remember. There is something called transaction data. There is something called master data. Employee name will never be part of transaction data.
Okay.
Transaction data, you know, a transaction gets occurred. When a transaction occurs on the basis of employee ID, not on the basis of employee name. Remember. Okay. When you purchase a car, in the system, I'm not asking on the words, in the system, the transaction will be entered on the basis of car ID, not on the car name in the store. So you should not say employee name and all at this point of time because we are dealing with transaction data. We will encounter master data later on. What will be the main fields? Just think on that. Employee, organization, and department. Yeah, think. It will help you.
Employee designation.
Organization, department.
employee designation.
Okay, let's keep this much, not an issue, because the less the columns we have, our understanding will be much clear. If the columns are huge, you will get confused. Okay, and any key figures? Remember, key figures are in BW are measures of your BO. Okay, but since we are in BW, we should not call it as measures every time. Okay, key figures.
Plus
What?
salary.
Salary. Yeah, that should be enough. And I'm putting another thing called is date of birth. I'm not putting age as of now because with some purpose, because tomorrow I want to write an ABAP routine and all and show you how to determine age and all. So let's. Oh, even date of birth is a characteristics only. Date is not a key figure. Remember. So if you want to reduce one employee organization department designation, let's remove this one unnecessarily. Let's make it is very simple. Okay, so that we can complete it as fast as possible. Fine.
Okay.
Let's create an Excel sheet. That is better actually. Employee department designation, date of birth, and salary. Employee department, or rather than saying department, organization looks good actually. Organization. We are okay. Let's have department also. Okay, but you should help me in telling the getting the values. Organization department. Yeah, better we have it. Organization department designation. Date of birth and salary. Okay. I'm helping you with, okay, employee E001. This is my employee ID. Okay. This is the
Okay.
format I am keeping. 10 records. Let's have only 10 or few records because let's not create 100,000 and waste the time actually. Okay. Understanding is important. Organization.
Sales, IT. Department. Sorry.
Yeah, that we put in department. Okay, but you have to be very, see, my key field in, okay, in an organization, again, in an organization, do you think that two employees will be having same employee ID?
No, it will be different.
Okay, so we can think of employee as the employee ID as the key field.
Master. Key field. Okay.
Don't get confused. Don't get confused. Not master data. Don't bring master data here. It's a transaction data. You should be very clear what a transaction data and master data is. A transaction, did you, first class I told you, right? Strong entities and weak entities. The moment strong entities gets interlinked using that intersection entity, then a transaction occurs. What is that intersection entity? Some key figure, sales revenue and all. You remember that? in the document?
Yes, it is.
Right? It was
Yes.
linked, right? Initially.
Yes.
The moment it gets linked, a transaction gets occurred.
Mm-hmm.
We have till not going to master data at this point of time. Creation of master data and all. This is what? This is a
Transaction data.
transactional data. How can you say this is transactional data? Because it has facts. Where are those facts? Salary is a fact here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing it here. Otherwise, we will be confused. Measures are called key figures in BW. Remember this. You should not forget. Huh? Don't use measures and all when speaking to the business people and all when you are dealing with BW. Facts are called what? Sorry. Measures are called key figures. Don't use the fact also. Fact is a general data warehousing term. Remember.
Okay.
Fact is a general data warehousing term, which is actually again key figure. Key figures
Okay.
should not be confused with key fields. Are you getting confused? Key figures is not same as key fields of the table.
Okay. Figures.
Key fields, you know what is a key field?
No. No.
Key field is what is a key field? Just think on, you will get the answer. Key field is what?
These are the key fields like employees here. These
Yes.
E02,
Key
E03.
fields in a table is a field which uniquely determines that particular record.
Yes,
It can be
uniquely
a
that employee.
one particular field, or it can be a combination of field. If you think that one field is not able to identify the unique record, you can bring one more field as key field and then make that as a composite key. You heard
Okay.
these names, composite key, right?
Yes. Yes.
You heard that name, right? Composite keys are combination of one or two key fields.
Okay.
If you think that there are duplicate employees, of
Yeah,
course it is not
binary.
possible, but
Mm.
there are high chances. Let in two different organizations of the same company, there can be there can be employees with the same employee ID in two different organizations of the same company.
Okay.
Let's say this possibility is there. So the moment you combine employee and organization, the record will be unique.
Composite. Unique.
That means in that case, so you have to decide. You have to ask questions to the business, the end user. You should not ask this, okay, what key field should I choose? He will throw you out of the project. You have to simply ask. Then you have to decide. But you should not ask, okay, shall I make employee and organ? That means you are asking everything to him. Then you will choose employee and organization as your composite key.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, I am assuming that employee field alone is sufficient. Okay, fine. So these are key fields. So I hope now you are will not confuse with key fields with key figures going forward.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
This employee is key field. The salary is
Key figure.
key figure. That's how BW is. You have to work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get confused. Okay. Let's say employee. What should be the name of the organization and all? Department we will convert. Organization is into Sales.
Sales
He is also
maybe.
into sales. And this is into consulting. Also into consulting. Then what else can I have?
Sales, consulting, marketing.
Marketing, because then department, what I will do?
Mm.
I have to think on department also. Department consulting, sales. Okay, say okay. No problem. Just marketing. Anything else?
Designing those things. No.
Solutioning.
This is organization name, right? Or sales organization, type of organization. This is.
Actually, this should not be text actually. Uh, Consulting. Okay, 01. Sales. Department ID. Department ID. It should be department ID. Sales. It's all transaction data. It should not be text actually. ORG01. Okay, let's put like this. Fine.
Okay.
I'm necessarily putting text actually. Text will be part of master data. It's a bad design. You can do that. You can write some marketing, all those things and all. No one is stopping you. It will load the data also. But it's not a master data. So the loading, the performance will be, you might coming, since HANA is the database, performance will be also good. But it's a bad design. We are going through bad design actually. Organization descriptions, you are putting it where? In the transaction data. Text text of the characteristic should go where? It should go to
I didn't get you. Oh, yeah.
text of the object should go to master data texts. Okay. What I am doing in the transaction data, I am bringing the text. Is it fair? It's not. It's a bad design. In transaction data, you should never have the descriptions. Simple. Descriptions are always loaded where? In the
Master data.
master data. You should remember all these things. What will, so you might think, what will happen if I do that? Nothing will happen.
Okay.
Nothing will happen. But it's a bad design.
Okay.
This is what happens if you don't think on all these designing aspects. It's a bad design. Tomorrow if someone tells you, can you tell me, give me the organization master data? Then what you will say? Oh, organization master data, I don't have it. But I have loaded in the transaction data itself. No, I need organization's master data. Just want to see what master data you have put. You said that, oh, organization, I did not even create master data. You are screwed. So every time you will refer to transaction data. Now the question is which transaction data you will refer. This table, this organization might be used somewhere else also in finance also. Agree?
Yes.
I told you, right? These are all reusable objects. Info objects are all reusable. Organization can be used for other info cube also. There also one transaction data got loaded. So which one you will show? You are screwed. You are asking someone to refer to transaction data, which is bad. Master data is a reusable component which is separate actually. That's the reason on that day I told you, I stressed you like anything in that diagram. Outside the box, master data was connected through dimension tables, right?
Yes.
Inside the box, dimension table was there, fact table was there. But outside the box, master data was there. So master data is a reusable component.
Okay.
You don't know when it is required suddenly. So better you have it handy. Now let's the name of okay. I told you the transaction when you buy a car and in the system they want to enter something that this particular car has been sold to this particular customer in the system, in any software I am saying, Tally or SAP system, whatever they are using. They will not write Maruti Wagonar got sold. The blue color Maruti Wagonar mod, okay, this one got sold for 5 lakhs. They will not like it. They will not write. Is it a good statement?
No.
No. What is that blue color Maruti car? There should be some model number. There should be some vehicle number. There should be some engine number. There should be some car number.
Yes.
Or you can say car number. Model number might be again same for two different cars. Not model, but yeah, engine number on. But engine number, on the basis of engine number, sales does not occur in the store. There should be some car number. You agree with me?
Yes, car number should
Every
be
car has a designated car number. Let's say that's the reason I'm not putting text here.
there. Okay.
First you understand there. This is easy. You should first understand that. You are going to a store, you purchase, you gave the money, you got the car, fine. How he is entering in the system now, recording the transaction. You purchase blue color Wagoner, and will he write like this? Blue color Wagoner
No.
was sold to Subendu. What do you mean by this blue color Wagoner? It's confusing. Tomorrow
Data
one
is
more
not.
person can have a blue color Wagoner. How much details you will give? You should have a
Mm-hmm.
car number. In your store, this car was having this car number or model number, whatever it is.
Okay.
Now this car number is not available in the store because it has already been purchased by someone else. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, your store business transactions or software will be also of no use. It's screwed.
Okay.
So you should use these keys every time. Then if you think that I should have a master data for organization and all, it's the next task. That is the next task that you should be having. Not now. That you have to decide later whether I should have it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now tell me the department. Okay, no need to tell now because that is not required. Because anyhow I will be telling keys, writing the keys. Organization 1 might be in department 1. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, 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 yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Designation. Now, okay, just hold on. There are some cases. Hello, you're there with me?
Yeah, yes, Miosa.
For which you think I will not be having master data because let's say it is like that. Okay, you think that okay, never I should not have master data for this because these are very small texts. These are very small text, and there are very limited values for that. Let's say there are 100 departments in a company. Next
Mm-hmm.
year, five more departments. Next year, 50 more departments came. That means the values are increasing. It's better to maintain master data. I'm just telling you, I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm just trying to create the scenarios to make you understand. Okay.
Okay.
There might be some cases for which you think, oh, designations are limited. Fine. I don't see that the designation will change or increase going forward in the number. And there is no harm. You decided. That is at that moment you decided. I am telling design is again I'm stressing design is very important step. At that moment you are thinking, no, there is no harm keeping this small text since it is a small text. I don't think. See, master data involves maintenance. Nothing comes in free. We will see how we maintain that. We will see that.
Mm-hmm.
But first we load the data to InfoCube and all, then we will see. It comes with maintenance.
Okay.
It is well and good, but it comes with a maintenance. For designation, you thought, oh, I don't see any point in maintaining the master data. You took some decision. I don't see
Okay.
any point. Let's put it in the transaction data itself. It's fine because you decided that I am not going to create any master data for designation. You are okay with that. Rather
Mm-hmm.
than having, let's say, DSG01, DSG02 and all, you thought that, okay, why unnecessarily I maintain the master data for this because I don't see any point in that. You just decided based on the discussion, your lead and all, he's okay, fine. You wanted to enter the text. I told you, you can do it.
Okay.
Why I want to do it now is because so that you can understand, so that and you do not think at the end of the class that only keys should be here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's a consultant. He's a senior consultant. Manager. Okay. Okay. Dates in BW should be in this format while loading it. Remember, rather than changing it later, let me enter directly like this. First
Okay.
year, 1980, 0101. YYYY, MMDD. Remember that. Month 01. You understanding, right? Or not?
Yes, yes, Srinivas.
I'm not entering like that because later on again I have to change it unnecessarily. Slash or hyphen I am not giving because that BW will never understand while loading the data. So initially it's because again I have to change it later. So I am changing it now itself. Okay.
Okay.
Try to understand. Okay. I'm not okay. Manager. Let's say I'm not entering like this. 01/01/1970 because
Mm-hmm.
BW will not load like this. BW takes in a different format. You have to understand that. First year, which is 1970, 01/01.
That.
This one, 1981, 01/01, 1976, 01, 0. Consultant, 1982, 01, 01. Consultant. I am giving 01/01. Don't think, okay, that it's all 1st January only. You're understanding, right?
Yes,
Hello?
Srinivas. Yeah.
Date of birth, I'm just giving random. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Salary. As of now, just don't think on currency and all, just enter some values.
Mm-hmm.
Salary per month or whatever. Let's per month only. Okay. 2000. Hmm. Let me first save this. Hello, you're there?
Yeah, Srinivas. You have to save it in CSV file something. .csv.
Yeah. Good that okay, you know that although because it saves time, lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
You save it now because if the power goes suddenly, then I will be lost.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing it in a remote desktop.
Okay.
Again, power is a major problem actually. And
Mm-hmm.
then again, the broadband has to restart and all those things. Employee details. Okay, employee details. Fine.
So this is a flat file you're going right.
Eh,
Flat file
Yeah,
file.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Employee underscore details. And save as type what?
CSV.
CSV. Remember, BW understands CSV.
Yeah.
Also, nowadays Notepad also came, Excel also came. I heard that, but since we are using CSV right from the long time back itself, we never tried that those things. Now every time now it's CSV only by default. Okay, so I didn't even try it, but I can show you it takes other formats also.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there here, right, in the desktop.
Yes.
Just remove all these things. Yeah, date of birth. Okay, fine. So let's first load it and try to complete star schema. Extended
Okay.
star schema we will try to complete next class. And even I think star schema cannot be completed now because we have to create info objects now. Okay. So you are there?
Yes, Srinivas.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. In BW,
Mm-hmm.
now the question is, you want to implement star schema. Obviously, you will create an info cube. Info cube is the only object which correctly translates the star schema
Okay.
into SAP BW. So what is this employee? In Oracle or in SQL Server, these are all fields of a table.
Yes.
Is info cube only one table?
No, it consists of.
Many tables, fact table, dimension tables, master data tables, SID tables, so many tables are there.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to create all these tables? The question is that. You are not. You will not create SID tables and all. SID tables will be generated by default. Dimension tables also system will create, but you provide the name and description of the dimension. Fine. Before doing all these activities, we have to make sure that we should create an employee organization and all. But what are these fields? These are not SQL Server or other database fields. Okay, the normal. These are called in BW as info objects.
Okay.
Info objects. Remember this. These are called info objects. So we have to create info objects.
Mm-hmm.
If
So
you
this
have
needs to.
any pen and paper, you can just note it down somewhere, because every time you refer to the video, it's very difficult to search it somewhere. Somewhere you should also have pen and paper also ready,
Okay.
because in the video it's difficult to search to go to the particular point, and suddenly if you try to remember something, it's very difficult. Okay. So we have to create info objects, but the prerequisite is that, hello,
Yes, Srinivas, I'm here on.
there are two types of info objects in BW. One is characteristics info object and one is key figures info object. So all characteristics info object has to be placed in a different group
Okay.
or a different catalog. Use the word catalog. And all key figures info object has to be placed in a different catalog. So this catalog for characteristics is called info object catalog for characteristics. This catalog for key figures is called info object catalog for key figures.
Info.
Okay, don't forget. We are forgetting means we are forgetting the basics. We cannot move forward. Some names we have to always remember, as I told you. Don't say measures, don't say facts, use key figures, and don't confuse immediately with key fields. Similarly,
Okay.
info objects, info object catalog. Shall I move forward now?
Yes, Srinivas.
Okay. Now to create this info object catalog, we should have something called area. This info area you can assume it as folders. Windows का जैसे folders होता है. C drive में this folder, this songs and all this folder, that folder. Like this, you have info area. But
Mhm.
you generally don't create info area very frequently. Remember, it is project specific. Sales, one info area. Marketing, one info area. Finance, one info area. और उसके अंदर सब info areas you can create. You can also create sub info areas under that. Who is
Okay.
giving you the direction for this? Your lead or project manager? Your lead, he will tell you whether to. You don't create it. Don't, I am always telling, don't be happy that you created info cube.
Okay.
There are high chances that he might not be satisfied. Where you have created, how you have created, if he sees that and he is not happy, he can say that, okay, it might be a best model. Data is loading fast, but he does not care a damn about that.
Mhm.
Where you have created, what objects you have used, what info objects you have used, which info area, which info object catalog, you will see all those things. Your lead, your solution architect. If he is satisfied, fine. So you have to choose your info area. You have some movies or songs downloaded from YouTube. Where you will place? You will place it in program files.
No, no, I'll make a different folder and movies.
Different folder for that. Yeah, let's discuss this first. Now, someone else, or let's say your laptop is being used by your friend also. So you are married.
No, no, no.
Okay. So let's say your laptop is being used by your friend also. He will
Okay.
also download movies and all. Let's say he has also downloaded some movies.
Mhm.
There are two options. He can put that in the same folder which you have created. Understand this, very important, very, very important, okay?
Okay.
Don't take it easily, this one. There are two options. He can put it, very important what I'm saying. He can put it under the same movies or songs folder which you have created, number one option. Second option, he might think that is Subhendu's folder. Let me create my own entertainment or movies folder. And there he puts it.
Okay.
Now I'm asking you a question. What is the benefit of this to have a separate folder and what are the demerits of it? Both can you tell me? Then I will try to relate it to the real time.
Benefit is like, so whatever my data is, whatever put my data in my folder, he is putting in the
No,
different
no.
folder.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. See, don't stress on the word data.
mhm.
Always think of that as a some movies or songs. Okay, and then move forward.
Yeah, then
Fine.
it will be
Okay.
easy
Yeah.
to search
Yeah.
things. It will be easy one to search those things and he can use it, right? So if he is putting the movie in the movie folder by his name, like Shubhendu folder, and one more friend is there, Akash. He's putting in Akash folder in his movie folder. So it will take less time to find out that these things, like these are the my
Mm-hmm.
movies, these are the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
movies. And suppose if he's putting in my these things, so he will get confused and it will be copy of those
Okay.
things.
Fine. Fine. Yeah, got it. And what are the benefits?
Benefits will easily.
Benefits of okay. Take both the cases and tell the benefits and demerits. Take both. The first case is having, don't mix up. Don't mix
Mm,
up. Don't try to mix up. First case is case one, having different folders. Tell me the benefits and tell me the merits and demerits of this. Then we'll go to the next case. Case one is having different folders, merits and demerits. Yeah, tell me.
different folder. First merit is he can access those videos or movies, sorry, music or movies easily. Second thing is
Yes.
that uh, he has created different folders, right? So
Mm-hmm.
in the next time, if he'll download something, he can put it in a different
Mm-hmm.
different thing. But the demerit
Mm-hmm.
is it will
Mm-hmm.
take more space. I don't know. It will be different
Mm-hmm.
one, but it will take more space, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it will be like more folders. Instead of putting in one folder, it will be more folders. The things.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Fine. That's fine. And
if he's putting in
okay.
my folder.
So you
Yeah.
understood, right?
Yes,
Now
yes,
you
I
can
got it.
relate to, okay. So there is a term called info area. So you, okay, now you told about space and all those things. So you have to think on the factors.
Okay.
You have to think and then create it. You have to think all the aspects.
Mm-hmm.
It's all decision making. There you are taking the decisions quickly because you know everything. It's movies and all, oh, Windows Explorer and all, create folders and all. You know everything. That's why you are taking fast decisions. Fine. But still you are taking decisions there, right?
Yes.
It is fast. Your mind is working very fast there. Very, very fast there. Because you know everything. Here you don't know everything. You are trying to get the information. You are digging the system. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
very safe. You have to play a safe game here.
Okay.
Because once it goes to production, you can't backtrack. It's not
Okay.
easy to change. There it is easy to change. It's one system. There is no dev quality and production there. It's all cut, copy, paste, delete and all there. Here there is nothing like that. It's not so easy. There are things to change, but it's not so easy. Remember.
Okay.
Fine. So you have to decide. So fine. There it was movies and all. In this case, what it will be? Sales, marketing, finance, HR, and what else? Projects in the SCM, APO, BPC,
Mm-hmm.
all these things would be there. And what else? Inside, okay, you can have sub, inside movies also, you can, folder also you can have movies and songs. Two separate subfolders also you can have, right? Yes
Yes.
or no?
Yes. Yes.
Inside songs also you can have, let's say, Kishore Kumar, Rafi and all those subfolders also. It's up to
Okay.
you how you design. No one is
Mm-hmm.
stopping you. Here also you can have it.
Okay.
You can have a main info area called logistics. Inside that, sales. Inside that, marketing. Then in and under logistics, inventory. You have to decide. So you have to decide where you want to create your info objects catalog. There are high chances that whatever info object that you want to create, for that info object catalog should all be present also. Someone might have created and your team lead is directing you to use that one.
Okay.
There are high chances. Yeah, you go there and create these objects. For your small issues and all, you should not create info object catalogs and info areas. Understood, right? Because
Yes.
these things I can't show it in the system. So many info areas. I will create one, that is fine. But in real time, you should remember how I should use it. Understood, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We can't create all those info areas continuously in these systems. But you should understand what exactly the role it plays. Okay. So
Okay.
let's close this one. Then okay. So these are all info areas, whatever you are seeing now.
Mm-hmm.
If you think under this anything you want to create your own info area, you can create. If you think no, my should be a separate one, then you can. So how should you create a new? Okay, just make sure that you get these buttons, then you click cancel. Let's say info area for Rahul is there. Someone has created. Under this, you can create your info area. Okay,
Okay.
create
Mm-hmm.
info area. If you think no, I should have separate because I am going with a new training, new BW training with me, and everything of you should be separate. No one should come and play around with that. You want
Okay.
everything should be separate. Click on this one.
Mm-hmm. So in Srinivas, in the implementation project, so you need to create everything new, right? So nothing will be
In
there.
implementation, not in support or
Yeah,
development, only in implementation. Nothing will be there, you have to create new one. You
all
will be
will be
giving the
part of
directions.
it.
It's not
Yeah.
that you are taking the decision, okay? You are
Mm.
not taking any, for everything there is a document, technical specification will be there. You have to maintain it properly. It should be as detailed as possible, let it take 2 months, 3 months also, no problem. But of course, it will be as per the SLA only that yes, in the design I will be spending time, let's say 15 days or 1 month. Beyond that, you cannot go. Then it will be an escalation. But yeah, you have to spend time. You
Okay.
have to spend time.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, it has to be approved. Who approves that? Not the business. Business approves only functional document.
Mm-hmm.
Your team lead or your on-site coordinator or your project manager, he approves that. The
Okay.
moment functional document is released, business does not care. He cares a damn. It's
Mm-hmm.
not, now it is with you people.
Okay.
Your on-site coordinator might be there.
So inside that functional specific these things document, we will have how we need to take decision how many info areas we need to create, how
No,
many.
not in functional. See, not in functional, man, not in functional. It is in technical specification document, not in
Okay.
functional.
So functional
Functional,
just.
how do you put info areas and all? Business will blast on you, right? What do you mean by he does not understand info area?
Mm-hmm.
What he is going to do with this, all these things? He means reports only.
Okay.
He wants reports. Why are you telling him info area and all?
Okay.
That should be in technical specifications.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be approved by someone who is your project manager. So for that, project manager should know BW, and that's the reason these people are firing project managers who does not know SAP, but they are managing SAP projects.
Oh, okay.
There should be some approver.
Mm-hmm. So
Some approver
here.
should be. You cannot approve it yourself. Someone should be there. Your lead will approve. Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ask.
Yeah. So see, what business user will give the this thing. What is that functional specific document to the functional team, right? From that
Mhm.
functional only we will my project lead or project manager will extract those details and he will let us know like how to go for it, how many info objects we need to go from the technical specification. That
Yeah.
correct, right?
Yes. For you, as I told you, for you at your experience level, everything would be given to you.
Okay.
2 years, 3 years experience, they will give it to you. If you are carrying 10 years of experience and you are expecting your project manager will spoon feed you, they will not. He might
Okay.
simply give you functional design document and ask you to build a technical design document.
Okay, that architect solution manager.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. He will ask you to do that. You
Okay.
complete it and get it approved. He will not suggest you then.
Mm.
If you are a
But
less
this.
experienced person, then
Mhm.
someone else will be doing it for you, and then you have to do it in the system.
Okay.
But he will not give everything. Again, there are high chances. Then what you will do then? You'll simply go right click and create. No, right? That's
Mhm.
easy.
Mm.
He might say that, okay, I found these objects in there. Can you find these objects? It's all mutual work. Even though you are 3 years experience, then he will, okay, ask you to find all these objects. Searching and all, why he will sit and do it for you? No, he has some other work also. So he will search whatever he remembers, puts it. Otherwise, he will ask you to fill all these gaps, fill all these
Okay.
entries.
Mhm.
Then send it to me. Send it to him. See if he is fine. He might question, oh, for this, why do you want to create a new one? There is something available now. He might show you in the system. Okay, enter that. For
Mhm.
this, why you are using the standard one? You can use a G1 because standard one does not fulfill our requirements. Create a Z object.
On object.
So
Okay.
it takes time. It takes time. It's not so easy. It seems easy, but it is not. In our case, we are not doing all these things because it's very simple requirement, employee table.
Mhm.
Okay? And we want to learn here. So that's the reason we will create everything now.
Okay.
So first is info area. Since you are undergoing training, so better you have your own info area so that you don't mess up creating under someone else's info area. So right click, create info area. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So better you give your name. In real time, don't give your name and create the info area, Subhendu info area. Okay, you will be fired.
Okay.
But here, there are so many trainers and it is difficult to identify with the technical name. That's the reason people are giving the names.
So where in the real time, according to module wise, we'll give, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the info area for material management. This is info area
Yeah,
for
good you
SAP.
understand. Yeah, according to model, we have to give, correct. Don't give the name which I am giving now. Okay.
Mm.
I'm just
Okay.
giving so that because it's a training one, tomorrow you have to locate your info area. Tomorrow again I
Mm.
have to work on under this. So you should not
Okay.
waste your time searching for your info area. Okay. If your name is there, you can search it easily. Okay. That's the reason I am giving. But if you remember those names, technical names, then it's fine. You don't need give some descriptions and also Bindu and but
Okay.
going forward, this system will be filled with all junk things. Okay.
Mm.
So, understood, right? Don't give
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Subindu and
So,
all in the real time. Yeah.
yes. So when in the implementation project, so when they will install this BI, these things, so automatically there will be nothing, right, in this field where we are seeing this info area, these things. There
Yeah,
will be
there will be
nothing.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay. And these connections and whatever we will do, we need to set up the connections for this thing.
Standard ones will be there. Remember, standard ones will be there, which has been installed by SAP.
Okay.
But don't get worried with that. Those will be with zero. With there, are you seeing here something in the second one? Zero BW,
Yes, this is the system
then
defined.
zero BW, BP. Don't touch all those things. Okay. Make sure you
Okay.
don't touch it. Or
Okay.
you can create your own info areas under that if you want.
Okay.
If you're you
So
have a
what is the
valid reason for that.
advantage? Like, see, if I'm creating under this system defined info areas, and if I'm creating
Mhm.
in my new info area, so any advantage is there in this if I'm creating under this?
Sorry, can you come again?
No, no. Suppose if I'm creating my info area, not creating the new
Mhm.
one, I'm creating under this system defined info areas like business
You can
information
create.
warehouse.
You can create.
Yeah. So is there any difference? I'll get any benefit by creating under this by not
No
creating
benefits, nothing.
the same thing,
You
right?
can you can put your movies folder under
Mm-hmm.
program files also. Windows is not stopping you. But
Okay.
there should be a valid reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
In your case, putting that file under program file that does not carry any valid reason. Here it might you might have some valid reason. Under BW you have statistics or something. Don't try to delete all those things. Never. If you
Mm-hmm.
think under statistics I should have, no. Under content browser, no. But under BW I would like to have my project specific. You can create it.
Okay. Okay.
But don't mess up
So
with
it's
the
always better to
ones which
create
have already
on
been
the
created.
info area
Yeah.
by no, so it's always like good to create on info area instead of using it on
Mm-hmm.
where is required
Yeah.
we can according to the project lead
Right.
directions, right?
Right.
So
So you
suppose if
understood, right?
I delete by mistakenly, so what will happen?
Sorry. Can you come again?
So if suppose by mistakenly it will get
Hmm.
deleted, what is that? This system defined
That's the problem. Yeah. Actually, if you're doing that in a dev system in real time,
development. Mm-hmm.
that means that same is there in quality also.
Yes.
Same is there in production also. So
Yes.
in dev actually, so in quality and production you cannot delete it. You will not be having the change, right? You will not be having the authorization. No one has that.
Oh,
Otherwise
okay.
people will go and delete it. But in dev you have that. You deleted it. It should
Okay.
immediately ask for a transport request.
Oh, okay. Transport system.
Yeah,
So transport
here
system,
it
so
will
we
not
need to
ask transport
transport that
transport
thing again
request and
to
it does not
quality
ask. Yeah.
management. Right.
Hmm?
transport in the sense of, in SAP transport in the sense of, we need to transport these things again from quality to development, or what?
Development to quality, not from quality to development.
Okay, development transport. Okay.
Yeah. We don't do quality to development, from dev to quality. But still, if you are deleted, it's a problem. It's a problem actually. It's a major problem. How you can retrieve it is okay. It is a difficult process. We will not learn all those things now because it's very advanced. We have to go to BI content and do reinstallation again. But before that, there are high chances that it will be a very big escalation in the project.
No, okay.
Very, very big escalation. You might end up losing your job and all. Is not favorable to you. There are ways. Anyhow, it has to bring. We have to bring it back. Then there are methods to do it. Okay.
You need to go to the PI library content.
Yeah, yeah. And they will find it out who did it. Nah? Jobs and logs are there by the basis team. They will find it. They will find it. So there are high chances. So that's why they say that your user ID should not be shared to someone. Because he does something and then you will be in trouble actually. Unless it is recommended. You can never share it. You don't know what the other guy will do with your user ID. So you will be in a trouble. So yeah, we will create our own info area. We will start with that tomorrow, info area, and then info object catalog, and then info objects, and then info cube.
Okay. So all will be do through the transaction data, not the master data, right? Whatever we
As
will
of
do
now, we are studying transaction data because we are studying what? Star schema. We cannot directly jump to extended star schema.
Okay.
To study extended star schema, let's first complete star schema. Extended star schema is involving master data.
Okay.
If we sit and create master data and all, we will never able to complete star schema. That is the problem. At least we have some time. Let's finish it at star schema first.
Okay.
You see that it's a separate box in the Word document, blue color box.
Yes.
Word document. Last class I have shown you, right?
Yeah.
That table surrounded by dimension tables is a separate box or not?
Yeah, it's separate.
I told you, right? You and Ali were there.
Hmm.
It was a blue color box was there, na?
Yes,
Forgot.
blue color box. Yeah, blue color box.
That we are trying to implement now. That blue color box was separate. Master data was outside of that. I told you, right? Master data was outside means it is a shareable component.
Okay.
So you can create it later.
Okay.
So first we are trying to achieve that blue color box. You remember that Word document, right? Blue color box.
Yeah, PDF file what is there.
Yeah. It was a multi-dimensional modeling.
Modeling, the same file.
That we are trying to achieve because it is not stopping us to implement star schema as of now.
Okay.
After creating the info cube also, we can work on the master data. Why? Then you will say, okay, that means info cube is completed. Now can we change the master data? Yes, you can. Master data was lying outside, remember? You are just trying to link it. It's not tied up with the star schema. It's extended star schema, so we can create.
Okay.
It would be good if we complete star schema. At least one object we can think of. Yeah. Then we can enhance. We will see how we can enhance. So we'll see that tomorrow then.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure that you,
Invest when you are logging in, automatically system ID, client name, automate that number it got generating, right? Like here for the training system is 001, right? Whenever you log in into GUI, SAP GUI, right?
Yeah, automatically, yeah. 001 and user.
This client, exactly.
Client is like a workspace.
Okay.
Like again, you can make it as C drive, D drive, E drive.
Mm-hmm.
Like that you can think of.
Okay.
In the same operating system, Windows, you
Mm-hmm.
have C drive, D drive, E drive. Like that you can think of this one. 001. C drive is for, let's say, operating system. D is for
But in
Subhendu.
the
E is for
resume, I can't
Akash.
use the 001, right? Because it's a training system, right? We have to use different
Sorry.
client.
Can you,
No, no, in the
yeah?
resume, you can put the 001 client, this thing.
No. When you
It's,
install this, Basis does that. You don't need to do any changes here. Remember, don't touch
oh,
it.
okay,
Don't
okay.
touch it. When Basis installs that, it is up to him how many clients he wants to create it.
Oh, okay.
He decides on that.
Mm-hmm.
It can be 2 or 3. Generally, it is more than 1. 2 or 3 he can have.
Mm-hmm.
They will ask you to work on this one. You don't need to worry all those things. Remember, don't even touch that, and don't get worried about those things.
Okay.
They will give you the credentials. Everything will be given to you, client and all.
Okay.
So don't bother
So
much about that.
whenever they're purchasing a license from SAP, like suppose a company is implementing SAP, so how much
Mm-hmm.
they pay to SAP, like for one time,
No,
like in.
for implementation and all. Yeah, it's a huge amount actually.
Mm-hmm.
SAP will not do the implementation. You might go to some other vendors. Okay, as you purchase the software from SAP, licensing cost is very much.
Okay.
If you purchase it from SAP, then only tomorrow some problem is there, they will support us. If it is a pirated software, tomorrow you run into trouble, then they will not even touch it. Okay, then you might get into trouble.
Okay. So if they'll purchase it full lifetime or again they have to renew the license every
No,
year?
they have to renew it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Sunil.
Okay,
Yeah.
but make sure before coming to tomorrow's class, you listen all these things, and so that it is easier for you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
to understand.
Okay.
Whenever you get time, you can just listen. Means maybe, of course, you might have to go to office. I understand evening. Let's say tomorrow, the 9 o'clock class will be there. You can 8 to 9. You can listen in fast track.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sunil. Yeah.
Yeah.